G'day guys, this is Rob from Troutlore.com.au, Australia's fly tying specialist store. Today we're tying the Shipman's buzzer. It's a fly that was created in the late 70s by Dave Shipman out of the UK, designed to be like a Midge buzzer pattern that's a semi-dry fly pattern. It sits on the film and gets the attention of those late feeding trout when they're taking out midge during the hatch. So let's get started. We are coming in with an Ahrex FW500 dry fly hook in a size 14. That's about as big as I generally tie them. Tie them in 16s and 18s as well, and in a range of colours. Today we're tying in the traditional black and white pattern. Then, using some UTC 70 Denier thread, starting just behind the hook eye, we're going to lay a base layer of thread down the hook shank, trim off the excess. Next we're going to tie in the ribbing. For that we're using a pearl tinsel, a UV tinsel, so you can use pearl flashaboo or the chuck and duck UV pearl, or a fine spooled pearl mylar, something fine to suit the hook size essentially. So with this, we're using that chuck and duck UV enhancer. We're just going to place a strip on top of the hook shank, capture that so that it's running down the rear side over the back, and then run our thread up the hook shank to lock that in place, leaving our thread up at the eye. Next we're tying in the tail and the head. For that we are using our parachute indicator post. If you're scaling this down to smaller size buzzers, then the breather yarn from Upavon is probably a better option. For this size fly we want one that's actually still got a bit of bulk to that yarn, so we'll take a length of that and tying in from the hook eye, we'll just put a twist in there so that the thread jumps backwards, capture that at the hook eye with a couple of loose wraps, and then pull up to lock in place, and pull that up and put a wrap around the hook shank itself so it locks that thread, and then the material's not going to spin around as we continue wrapping. Then we just wrap down the hook shank to that tie off point where the hook bend happens, and then we'll cross wrap back up the hook shank, just holding that material in place so it sticks straight out. Lock that off and bring our hook back to about the middle of the hook shank. The final material is a really simple pattern. This one is Chuck and Duck's Hare and Squirrel dubbing in black, and that's going to build up our body. So we'll put some dubbing wax on our thread. For this we only want to put it on in the tiniest of amounts, tiny little pinch like so. Pop that on our thread and then start twisting the thread in our fingers, pulling that dubbing down the thread as we go to create a nice even noodle. Then from that center position we start wrapping until we're off the bare thread and into the dub section, and then we'll wrap down to the tail, getting over the last of that bare thread, and then start wrapping back up to the head. That first pinch of dubbing has given us enough to cover the body once, but we want to build up a little bit more bulk and a slight taper from the tail of the head. So we're going to come in and apply the second little piece of dubbing. Again, it doesn't need to be much. The tiniest little pinch can be spread out to create quite a long noodle and will allow us to work that taper. Again, moving down, we're not going to go all the way down to the rear and then start wrapping back up. Another little pinch of dubbing. We're going to do this 2 or 3 times, just this tiniest amount each time, so it allows us to build up that taper as we like. And start wrapping forward, and we're going to do probably one more pinch of dubbing on there. And on she goes, twisting in one direction with our left thumb and forefinger, and then pulling the material down the thread with our right thumb and forefinger to space it out. So that gets us another noodle. Bring that back down to about the middle section, and then start wrapping forward. Again, just a little bit more, just to fill out the head. Just a short needle here, and just bulk that up nicely. Finishing with our thread at the top where the dubbing ends. Now we're going to take our ribbing material and start making evenly spaced wraps up the body, so that it gives you a nice sparkling segmentation like so. Finishing that off at the point where the dubbing and the wing intersect. We'll wrap forward at the back of that, trim off the excess, one extra wrap, and then pop a wrap underneath the wing around the eye. Then we'll take our bodkin and use the little half-hitch tool at the rear of that to lock that off, and then in comes the whip finisher. Pull that wing out of the way. Always difficult with the whip finisher when we're working around the camera and the lights here. There we go. 1, 2, 3 turns. And do that again. 1, 2, 3 turns. That's enough to lock it into place. Trim out the thread. Then we just need to dress this up so it looks how we want before trimming it out. So we take our dubbing brush, give that a good scrub underneath, work those fibres out, get it nice and scruffy. That Hare and Squirrel dubbing's got plenty of long fibres in there, so it's going to come out nicely. Then we'll just trim out the tail to about the length of the hook gape, and the front again the same sort of length. Those really long fibres that are longer than the wing or the tail, pop them off, and there you have it. It's a very simple fly, only a few materials, very easy to tie. That's going to sit on or in the film, and once it's wet will slowly sink down, but generally speaking you're going to find the fish are going to be all over that before it has a chance to get subsurfaced. So as usual, all the materials can be found down there in the description. You can find them all on the Troutlore Fly Tying Store website. Once again, thank you for watching. If you've liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button so you can get updates for when our new videos come out. We're trying to do several videos a week this year, so there's plenty of content for you guys. and all those videos pertaining to materials and flies that are available from the Troutlore fly tying store. So as always, thanks for watching and happy tying.